Good afternoon, and welcome to Straight Talk with Sonya. I'm your host, Sonya Dorsey. I have an awesome letter for you this afternoon. Um, whew, he has a lot going on, but let's get right to it. Dear Sonya, I think I know the answer to this question, but I need someone other than my wife to clarify some things for me. I will start off by saying I love my wife dearly and I value her opinion. However, this is my third marriage and it's a little harder because I have grown kids now. Here goes. My wife is upset because she recently found out that I've been paying my mother's rent, my daughter's car note, and helping my brother out. No, I'm not rich. I just know how to manage my money well, or at least I did before everyone got so needy. My daughter is 29, she has 3 kids, and her boyfriend and her live together. They planned on getting married years back, but they never saved up enough money, so they just live together. She works 2 jobs to try to keep things afloat. Her boyfriend has had several jobs, but he has not been able to maintain full-time employment over a course of 8 years. My mother has a husband, not my father. He's a younger man. It says she keeps losing her jobs because he's jealous and they constantly fight. Because he thinks she's trying to sneak out on him. He works at one of the corner stores in the hood, sweeping and stuff. They go lacking on their rent, so I've been helping them out for the past year, and I've paid it for her. My brother has a gambling problem, and his poor wife is trying to stick by him. She works 2 jobs also. I help pay various bills for my nieces and nephews. My wife found out I was helping them, and now she's not speaking to me. I know the right thing to do, and I also know what the Word of God says about marriage and my wife, but, we'll talk about that. And how can I help my family how come I can't help my family when I need them? I don't have a name to call myself, so I just call me Papa. So I'm going to call you Poppa Bear, BabyBoy Bear, and almost Wifeless Bear, because that's what's going to happen. Before I get off into my answers and what I want to tell you, I want to read a little bit out of the Bible. And I know that there's a lot of passages to support the leaving the family and cleaving to the wife, but I just want to read Ephesians, and I'm just going to read a small tidbit from Ephesians 5:30 and 31. It says, "For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones. For this cause shall a man leave his mother and his father, and shall be joined unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh." Okay, here's the thing. Your wife is completely correct. She has all the right in the world to tell you that you can't help everybody in the world. Now, if your daughter was a single parent, a young mother who didn't have a man living under her roof, who was not full-bodied and able to help her, then I can understand you helping your daughter. I can even understand you helping your daughter out every now and then. But you're paying her car note every month for her, and what else are you doing for her? You have to understand that they have to be held accountable. If her boyfriend or fiance or whatever he is cannot maintain his household, that is his problem. That is her problem. She is 29 years old, and you need to let it go, Poppa Bear, because what's going to end up happening is all of these people are going to make you go bankrupt, and then what are you and your wife going to have to fall back on? You know the answer to that. You know that you are not supposed to be supporting your daughter and her man and their children. You know that. Okay, that's just plain wrong. And for you to discredit your wife by saying, "Oh, that's my child," or "Those are my children," okay, under the umbrella, it's God, it's Christ, it's man, it's wife, and it's family. So your wife has every bit of say-so in this matter, and you know that. So since you say you know the word, then you knew the answer to that before you put the "but" in there and discredit everything you said before that. Number 2, your mom's boyfriend or husband being younger than her, that's not an issue. The issue is that she is allowing him to make her lose jobs. He is allowing his jealousy to make him not be able to obtain decent employment then your mom needs to address that with her husband, and you need to get out your mom's business. Because your mom is old enough and capable enough of handling what she has to handle. And you've been paying rent for a whole year, baby boy, you need to cut them apron strings. Because what's going to happen is Mama Bear is going to make Wife Bear leave Poppa Bear. And then you're going to be a lonely bear. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You are not being, honest with your wife. You're going behind her back and you're paying your brother's bills. Okay, he has a gambling problem. I commend his wife for trying to keep the household together, for trying to keep things molded and keep things gel, but you need to stay out of that. If you're not sending your brother to rehab, then honey, you need to back up before your wife backs out. I think that you know that this has gone entirely too far. It's time for you to step up and be the man that God called you to be for your wife. You are her provider, her protector, her comforter. You are her provider. And you cannot provide for her if you're providing for everybody else in your family. It's time for all these hats that you're wearing to be taken off. Okay? You need to give your daughter's boyfriend a hat and tell him, look, get you a job and take care of my daughter and take care of my grandkids. Because this, is unacceptable in the real world. What does he do all day while she's working? Since he's had several jobs and he can't maintain a job, is he babysitting the kids? Is he making money from home? Because if he's not, then he needs to get up off his butt and he needs to find a decent job and he needs to keep a job. When you finally stop letting these people get away with using you, then you're going to see a different side of everybody. I bet you are the best daddy, the best son, and the best brother in the world. But the day that you stop taking care of these people, then you'll find out how they really feel about you. You're going to have to take care of this Poppa Bear before your wife gets fed up. And if she's not speaking to you, then she's fed up. She's at a fed up point in her life. And you know what R. Kelly says? When a woman's fed up, it ain't nothing you can do about it. Poppa Bear, come on now. Let's be an adult about this. It's time for you to cut all the strings. Your mama, snip. She has a husband. Her husband should be taking care of her. Your brother, snip, snip. That is your brother. Let him get rehab, get his tail together, and take care of his family. And your daughter, snip, 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 snip. Because that man is never going to step up and be a man as long as you're in the picture, as long as you're doing everything that you're doing to take care of them. Why should he? If I could just sit on my butt and not work and not go to school and not get money and somebody's going to take care of me, my girl is going to work 2 jobs, my dad-in-law is going to pay my car note, help with the kids and pay the bill. What I'm working for? I have no reason to get out there. But once you cut all of these strings and you make these people accountable for their lifestyle and their lives, then you can take care of your wife like you should. When is the last time you took your wife on a nice vacation? When is the last time you brought her a dozen of roses and told her what she meant to you? When is the last time you did those things? Okay, if you answered those questions over that year that you've been paying your mom's rent, under the just at the year that you've been paying your daughter's car note or taking care of your brother's family, then you need to get it together, brother. Because what's going to end up happening is Poppa Bear is going to be sitting in the cottage all by himself. Because Mama Bear, trust me, is going to get her half. So the bowl of porridge that you eating, cut that in half and then try to help your family with that. Get it together, brother. Your wife needs you. She loves you. She wants you to be there for her like you are for everybody else. Okay? This is my advice to you. So always remember, put God first, love yourself, and never forget to strut. Thank you.